We might be the richest club in the world, but we didn't fucking lay a glove on the champions of Europe, did we? Chelsea match review. Welcome back to Black and White Banter, everyone. I've literally just got in the house, just walked in from the pub. That was shite. Absolutely terrible. I'm not going to sit here and say that we expected anything today. I think I touched on it in my match preview. I wasn't expecting a positive result. 3 points would have been very optimistic, but that for me was one of the worst matches I've had to sit through for some time, just because we didn't even lay a glove on them. And I think there was a lot of things we got wrong today. Just for me, across the board, just positioning players in certain positions. I've seen teams this season give Chelsea a decent run for the money. We are playing against champions of Europe, top of the league in the Premier League, a very, very, very good side. One of the hardest games we will play this season. But I saw Graham Jones' comments after the game saying we were competitive and we were in it till 65 minutes. I don't really think we were. We just ran our luck. And maybe that's what the game plan was, to just keep sitting back, hope that they miss chances, hope that they struggle to break us down. You know, I know we've seen it under Benitez, we've seen it under Bruce, who obviously did it a worse version of Benitez, but I just think we were so lacking. And for me personally, the main two areas that frustrated me today: Matt Ritchie, left back, shite. Absolutely shite. People like Matt Ritchie because he's passionate, and I see it in the supporters groups on social media every single day. But defensively, he is fucking awful. Pardon the strong French tongue. He is awful. And playing against the Chelsea team today, with the pace that they have, Matt Ritchie was one of the worst choices I think you could have put in that left-back position. And that's not me speaking with hindsight, because I have never promoted Matt Ritchie in that left-back position. He's not a defender. I don't even think he would claim to be a defender, the same as Jacob Murphy wouldn't at right back. I know he hasn't played there for a while. And we were just getting caught out in the first half, time after time after time down that side. And I'm not saying Ritchie was responsible, but the fact that the first two goals came from the right back on that left-hand side, it was no coincidence in my opinion. No coincidence at all. The second thing that I have a massive, massive issue with, and it's pissing me off, I must have bored everyone sat around me in St James's Park today with it, is St Maximin playing down the middle. What a waste. St Maximin, especially in a game like today, needs to be out on the touchline. Out ball. Lascelles has the ball, out ball to Maximin. Manquillo has the ball, out ball to Maximin. Get at them fullbacks. Get at James. Get at Chilwell. He can cause him cutting inside, doing his zigzags, all the fancy tricks that sometimes we don't even know how he does it. That needs to be done from an out position coming in. Seeing St Maximin today in that central area pissed me off so much, because all we are going to do realistically against the Chelsea side is, when we get the ball, as we did today, it was shite, hoof it forward, kick it forward. What's Maximin good for in that position? He cannot chest the ball down. He's literally just chasing shadows. And every single time today, Manquillo had no support. I was sat quite central today, and I don't often sit centrally in St James's. I normally sit in the corner. So it was a different view for me today. And all I was watching was Longstaff in the middle, who by the way, had a terrible game. There was no one on that pitch who had a good game today. Longstaff and Hayden, when they eventually got the ball, their first thought is turn right. Who's on that right-hand side? Nobody. Because we are not at the moment playing with wingers. It was the same at Crystal Palace. We had nobody wide. So he's turning right, nobody there. Turning left, nobody there. So he's waiting on Manquillo and Ritchie to get forward. And defensively, it doesn't work. So when Chilwell's bombing forward, Manquillo's got nobody on that right-hand side to support him. So what you're asking for is Longstaff to come over, cover that winger or that left-back bombing forward, and that leaves a gap in the middle. And it's just chasing shadows from that point onwards. And today we just didn't lay a glove on them. And I'm sorry, Amanda you need to bring somebody new in quickly, because I am getting worried. Yes, it was Chelsea today. We didn't expect anything. We write that one off. But it would have been nice to have a shot on goal, a shot on target a bit earlier than whatever it was, the 82nd minute, I think, when we all cheered. I think it was Almiron or Fraser had a go, and the keeper just calmly collected it. I mean, we need to be better than that. We need to be. And I had a couple of pints to soften the blow of the game the day before the match, but we need a new manager, and I think in the next 48 hours, I'm sure the Saudis and Amanda are interviewing every single Tom, Dick and Harry who's put their ring in the hat, and they're waiting to make the correct decision. And I get that. Don't rush it. But when you're in a relegation battle and you enter in November without one single win in the Premier League, with our Christmas fixtures the way they are, we need somebody in now. Because Graham Jones in these 2 games, to me, he might have had them in 5 days training, but he has proved that he is just playing the same formation that Bruce obviously adopted when he brought him in. So Jones was in charge of tactics, the 5 at the back, 2 in the middle, and it's not working. This Maximin up top, for me, stick Maximin out on the wing. That's where we love to see him play. Out ball, stick it on the right, run down that wing, cut inside, take the piss out of defenders, assist, shot, whatever, but having him so isolated in that middle, like today. I mean, Maximin against Chelsea was our biggest hope. Wilson's there for the odd chance he might get, the tap-ins in the box, the headers, but Maximin was our biggest hope, because he is that one player on the pitch that Chelsea would probably have in their team, if not, a squad. He's better than fucking Callum Hudson-Odoi, that's for sure. And he was just such a waste today. And, hearing him put in his shift, I was devastated to see him go off. When Almiron comes on, Almiron's played in that central 3 area. I was very frustrated today, as you can probably tell. And I think all I'll take from today is we need a new manager in ASAP. And we already knew that. And the sooner it happens, the better. Because that was a very, very bad performance today. I never even saw that fight that we maybe hope for now that the Saudis have come in, now that Bruce is gone, now that Jones has got the boys a bit more rallied, because I don't think any of them wanted Bruce in charge anymore. I'm concerned. We've got Brighton next Saturday. Difficult game. They've had a decent start to the season, but not beyond our means. And I think Brighton on Saturday is huge. And let's just fucking hope there is a manager in place by Brighton, because if Graham Jones is still in charge in a week's time, I'm going to be feeling the worst. And this Brighton game is one of them games before that awful Christmas period of Man United, Man City, Leicester starts to approach, that we can get something from. We've got Brentford, another big game a couple of weeks later after the international break. We need to pick up at least one win. And I saw nothing today. If he's going to continue playing this formation, even Brighton on Saturday can isolate Maximin. They really can. And if we continue to play without wide men, for me personally, I think we're going to be stuck in this rut, because there's no outball. Longstaff's turning. What's he got? Maximin on your bike, and that's it. We need something left and right. We don't have it at the moment. Fraser's played today. I'm sorry, Ryan. I know you've had injury problems, but you probably not helped by Graham playing you a little bit more central, but we lacking. Fernandes on the bench again. I'm really struggling. I'm sorry, Graham. You've come out and said we were good for 65. We fucking weren't. I don't know what game you were watching, mate. Yes, the competition we playing into consideration, you could argue we were doing okay. 18th on whatever we are, 19th against top of the league, but right. Want to be more negative videos anyway, but please let me know your thoughts on the game in the comments, Newcastle fans. As always, like and subscribe. Make sure you get us on Facebook and Instagram as well, just Black and White Banter, same title. Hopefully there's a video coming in the next 3 or 4 days about a new manager. If there isn't, fucking hell, man, to get your finger out. We'll see what the future holds, but for everything else, there's beer and Jaeger bombs, eh?